Aurora likes to call itself the safest large city in Colorado.
Well, maybe it's true. It is based on FBI data after all, but it is also true that police now have investigated 11 murders since December.
Including this one at the Aurora Town Center when a 17-year-old was shot and killed by a young man just a year older. Like so many other recent shootings, police say it was gang-related.
As Contact 7 investigates Jennifer Kovaleski learned, Aurora had a program that was making a difference in the gang culture, and then it ran out of money.
You're looking at the new wave of gangs in the Denver metro.
Try to play me like a goofy, it won't work.
Gangs in this city are a living, breathing thing, and they've evolved.
Teens as young as 14 pointing what appear to be handguns at the camera.
You know, they're selling them on Snapchat. When you see a kid on Snapchat talk about mom in capital letters, he's not talking about his mom. He's talking about metal on the market.
Jason McBride shared the videos with us. He's a former gang member.
Joined the Bloods when I was about 15 years old. Lived through the summer of violence where I lost 22 friends and my right eye in the process.
McBride now helps keep kids out of gangs through the Gang Rescue and Support Project, or GRASP, an early intervention program used in Denver. The city of Aurora recently eliminated.
If there's a gang problem and kids are dying, a city's responsibility is to find the funds to help community organizations stop that.
Aurora's program was known as AGRIP and was funded through the city's red light cameras, which brought in close to $1.5 million a year. But when voters did away with those cameras in 2018, the funding for AGRIP and similar programs went away.
He was doing a great job, but we lost funding, and it kind of is showing right now.
McBride says Aurora's decision to get rid of AGRIP is playing a direct role in the recent uptick in youth violence.
And we really need to do a deep dive specifically to this problem because we've had 11 homicides since December 1st.
New Aurora City Councilman Curtis Gardner wants to find a way to restore the funding.
It needs to be made a priority.
He says it's time for the city to own its gang problem and do something about it.
I think the days of pretending like it doesn't exist are over, and we do need to acknowledge that.
Seems like everybody in Aurora is afraid to say there's a gang problem.
I don't know who's afraid to say that there's a gang problem.
Terry Brown is the new division chief for the Aurora Police Department. He says there is a need for gang prevention programs.
Are we seeing problems because that went away? Possibly.
Does it send a message it's not important?
It could.
City Council is now considering a 1% marijuana sales tax increase.
The funding has to come from somewhere. It's, these programs aren't free, and part of it goes to what are our kids worth.
Money they can use to bring gang prevention programs back to Aurora before more kids are killed.
We're relaxed and lazy, and our inaction is caused kids to get killed.
No one seems to know why the city didn't find funds from other revenue to pay for these programs. What we do know is that Aurora has a new mayor and a new interim police chief. So many of the people who were involved in this decision or were there when it happened are gone. Ann and Shannon, and they're not there to answer those questions.
It's a tough one. All right.
Big questions, yes.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.